Thanks to your generous support, Friends of Jones continues to fund initiatives that impact every Jones student. FOJ has funded numerous academic clubs and activities, as well as the JSTOR Digital Research Library, instructional technologies like Chromebooks and digital cameras, choir uniforms, and contributes funds to the Freshman Connection program. Recently, FOJ stepped up to support our school as we faced major mid-year budget cuts. The emergency appeal to the Jones community enabled us to weather this financial storm without having to lay off staff critical to our kids' education. The generous support of hundreds of Jones families will provide us with much-needed financial cushion as we face the uncertain budget challenges of the future. Jones graduates earn among the highest scores in the state on the ACT, with a typical composite score of over 26. 100% of Jones graduates are accepted to college and are offered more than $25 million in scholarships. Many of the programs that help our students reach these goals wouldn't be possible without the funds raised every year by Friends of Jones. Through the annual fund, corporate sponsorships, and the spring event, Friends of Jones provides more than $400,000 to bridge the gap between what CPS gives us to run JCP and what it actually costs to run our school. Thank you for supporting our students. Jones is different. Jones has a different personality as a school. It's got a great sense of community, and more than anything else, I think Jones is the kind of school where there's a place for everybody. There's not a typical Jones student, except high levels of motivation, positiveness, friendliness, and so forth. But I think what really sets us apart is that sense of everybody comes together, and regardless of your background, regardless of your interests, anything else like that, there's a place for everybody here at Jones.
I find Jones to be a really special place because it draws people from all over the city. When you look at the pie chart of who lives in Chicago, it looks like the pie chart of the Jones population. Everybody's here coming from all corners of the city.
Jones has allowed me to interact with so many different types of people. And what's good about that is that it allows me to have a more worldly view when it comes to different opinions, because I don't agree with everybody at Jones, but I know how to interact with them.
With coming here and with the support of Friends of Jones, Freshman Connection is a way to kind of allow students to venture out and really acclimate themselves to an environment that's different from what they probably have been used to.
With Freshman Connection was a great experience to try and integrate myself into the community, and I've just met so many amazing people. I've got to meet our principals, and I've got to form relationships with them, and I've got to make some great friends who are from all over the city, but at the same time they all kind of have the same mindset and personality as I have.
I think I've definitely grown at Jones. I've become more outspoken. I used to be more quiet, reserved, but I definitely feel like I've become more comfortable in my own skin and being able to reflect that in my experiences here at Jones. It's a really big part. Also taking part in activities at Jones, on the swim team and water polo team, being able to do that, being able to form relationships with people that are really awesome people, and I've met them here at Jones.
And Friends of Jones has been really instrumental in providing us with funding that has helped us secure a lot of technology for the math department. Friends of Jones has also been great in providing us money to purchase calculators for some of our low-income students.
I've been awarded the Plessy Scholarship. It's a full tuition scholarship that provides scholarships to a diverse group of individuals based on socioeconomic background, race, and then people who also show leadership skills, and then through that the scholarship is awarded. I will be going to Cornell University through that scholarship. Jones definitely helps with pushing you as a student. I think one of the most important things when I got here was definitely how rigorous the classes were, and by challenging myself both inside and outside of the classroom, which Jones really encourages, I was able to advance myself as a more competitive student when applying to college.
I am in AP Seminar right now, so AP Capstone is a 2-year course sequence, so you take AP Seminar usually as a junior and then AP Research as a senior. In addition to that, you get to work together with some of the most motivated and dedicated minds in the school, and it's honestly a fantastic experience, and I can't wait for another year of it.
Jones is unique in that not only do you have like a highly dedicated staff that is willing to collaborate, that puts in all of the extra time to kind of help make that school community special. It really is kind of this mutual, not only respect, but kind of a teamwork attitude amongst the staff and amongst the students, and there's a lot of collaboration between the two.
These are values that even if you're not interested in being a politician, that are very important to just coexisting with other people. So it's been a big part of my life in shaping who I am.
Best Buddies is an international nonprofit organization, and we really work with integrating students with intellectual and developmental disabilities into our school and our community and making sure they have equal opportunities just as we do. So at Jones, we pair a student with an IDD and a general student. And we really work on developing a genuine friendship in our school.
So this year we started the ACES program. There's both PE and visual arts. So the program is kind of bridging our diverse learners in the school with our gen ed students to kind of build community, and so the students are working with each other. They're kind of partners and collaborators in this visual arts class where they are working together, forming relationships. A lot of the objectives for our students with disabilities, our diverse learners, is to really kind of build community, learn like socialization skills. I think for students to have the time to be creative during the day and to kind of learn other skills such as kind of coming up with their own vision and seeing that through and making something and collaborating with classmates and making things, I think that's really worthwhile, and that like transfers over to other aspects of their lives.
Students get a lesson on scholarship, how to research scholarships, in addition to how to research colleges, because they learn that funding your education is kind of a three-pronged event. So you look for money from the university, you look for money from the federal government, and then you also look for money from outside agencies. And so our students learn how to do that so that they can be most successful when it comes to funding their education. Our kids get into some pretty amazing colleges, and we would hate for them not to be able to attend because of money.
I'm very grateful of like the amazing like trio of counselors that Jones has, I think. And so they really do an amazing job of creating almost its own curriculum of college classes. We call it college knowledge. I like it. I think that they do a really good job of addressing everyone, and I think that it's done a pretty good job. And I really wish that other schools had such amazing counseling and college resources as well.
I love that there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, there's band, and then there's also opportunities to be in choir and play with choir. I love to play with the choir, like for choir concerts and stuff, and also the musical. There's a lot of opportunities to, sing or act or be in the pit band like I was in the musical. And the band is fantastic.
And the theater department here and the performing arts department here is what's nurtured me to want to go into performing arts as a profession and go into performing arts in college. And I'm really, really grateful for that.
Oh my, Friends of Jones, they are the greatest. They are our heroes. We were in need of assistance financially for a competition that we were invited to in London. And the monies were a bit much for our students and our parents. Friends of Jones came through, and my goodness, the amount of finances that they assisted with regard to their contributions was it was superb. We have fallen in love with them.